Good morning. If you're here, say hello. Let me know who you are in the stream. Good morning. Aaron up 233%. Let's see if that's for real or a split. It is up that much. Okay. However, looks like way too much selling. Okay. Well, we'll still keep it on. Watch Aaron. SPPL has been moving before. We're what? Dead cat bouncing? What's going on here? Let's see. I was in it before, and it did nothing but pull back, and I actually exited quite early on that one. Not the follow through action I wanted. We're now low, popping higher. If we can get over 187, that's a new high. So there's a trade definitely in here. We need to watch the volume levels on that to be sure we're not getting into something we don't want to be in. I have a couple things I got to make sure I get out of towards the open. Let's see here. Also, I need to keep my prop account open as well. I'm in the second phase. Not doing as well in the second phase right now, but hanging in there. Let's hope that you can't make a stock go up if they're going down, So, but let's hope that the going down thing finds some bottom and some lift. That will work for me. All right, we're getting some pullback on SPPL. All right, let's watch. Okay, so selling supply is not terrible. It's definitely less than buying demand on SPPL. That's good. So we have potential there on SPPL. And what I like is if we can get an entry, we're close to breaking recent highs. So we should definitely be on this, looking for an entry. I can assume maybe something like 20 cents of risk, so 500 shares for me for $100 of our unit. So I'm cocked and ready. And what else we got here? SPPL, we're watching Aaron. GREE up 56%. GREE. Yeah, selling supply is way too high on GREE. Probably has someone on a trade desk doling out offering. Cero, BEMF. Let's see. BEMF. That's like up and all the way back down. Well, it might find a bottom somewhere, but look at all that selling supply. Look at that huge levels compared to buying. Just forget it. We won't even put that on radar. Next down the list, Greece, Cero. Did I look at Cero? I don't think I did. Cero. Cero, a 77% lightning bolt move with big follow through. Okay, we like this a lot. This is our best opportunity this morning so far. Cero. I think I'd rather have Cero cocked and ready than SPPL between the two, but I'm going to actually have them both up and running. SPPL, 500 shares. CERO. We're looking at something like 20 to 30, like 1,000 shares. Maybe even more, maybe 1,500 for my risk unit. So we're waiting for an entry on SPPL and Cero, both looking good, but Cero, wow. And in a similar situation, about to break out as well. I wonder if that's a situation on small caps. Let's go take a look at the IWM. Nope. And the market itself is down this morning a lot. We've pulled back a lot. That could potentially cause it to get bought up. You know, a nice gap down like that. If it were to reclaim yesterday's close or low, if it were to do that today, gap down, be green, 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 and then get up to yesterday's low or close, both would be best. That's a reversal signal. And you can get into things then at that point. That's a signal. You know how we have green over red? Well, that's green over red's bottom. You know, the bottom of red. It's a different pattern. Let me draw that. So you'd have a red day like this. It moved down. Then you have this gap open. And it moves up on the day green. And when it crosses back over, because it gapped down a lot, when it crosses back over right here, that's a buy signal. I'll give you 10 seconds to screenshot if you want. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. All right. All right, going to keep watching Cero and SPPL. SPPL needs to pull back more. Probably needs to bounce off of the 21.9. What do I have there? What's my pink line? The 9, the 8, the 7? I think 9. Yeah, I have a 9 EMA and a 21 there. So it probably needs to settle in somewhere in there, $1.30 or something. We'll see. And the sell volume is kind of high. I mean, it's lower than demand. So anything can happen. But I'd love to see a little bit better. Cero, actually, this sell candle up here was surprisingly high, and these sell minutes also surprisingly high. So we're getting quite a bit of selling pressure on Cero at these levels, at 30 cents, as we approach recent highs. Market's going to open in 19 minutes. It's Friday. Fridays are notoriously slow, low volume type of days. So see, now it might break out for sure. That's how you can snag a bunch of people and get them interested. It might break out here, and market makers are probably preparing to bring price lower down to about 25 cents. You know, it's a fake out. Probably. I could be wrong, but based on the volume of the sell side, I'd say this is going to potentially lack some follow through. So I think this breakout that just happened right now may lack follow through. And again, I could be wrong. And the times in which you're wrong, you simply don't lose money. You don't make money either, but you also don't lose money. Times when you're right, then you get in the game, you know. When things are looking good, I mean to say, then you get in the game. When things don't look good, this is what I was trying to say. I don't know, maybe I'm tired. When things don't look good, you don't get in. But if you're wrong and they go without you, that's fine. You want to limit yourself to just the things that you can see. So, you know, a lot of beginners are thinking, well, it's all a guessing game anyway. Well, you're a beginner. You know, what do you know? So you need to learn a lot more about the patterns and how things move and everything. And you can get to the point where you can find something you can see. And if you limit yourself to those, then you know what you're doing every time. You don't have to, though. You can also, you know, be a beginner and you can do stuff you don't know what you're doing, and you can get lucky and you can call it guessing. But when you limit yourself to just what you know, yes, you'll miss a lot of opportunities, but you'll be only doing what you know, and you'll be able to control that as a system. And you can add further knowledge from there. If you can figure out how to make money the majority of the time, positive EV, expected value, when something is different than what you know, then, you know, more power to you. Well done. But, you know, it doesn't really happen that way. You should only limit yourself to making money on what you can figure out. And don't think that you figured out how to guess. Guessing is not figuring something out. So anyway, looks like I was right. It pulled back. It was a fake out. Now I think that this is going to fizzle a little as well, because it lacked follow through already. So a lot of people are losing conviction. And I think, like I said, it's going to come back down to 25 cents. SPPL is now hitting the 9 EMA, like I was telling you. I think maybe, you know, somewhere between the 9 EMA and the 21 EMA, it may find some bottom, like I said, 125, and then could put an entry signal in. If things don't look good to me, I won't get in, and it'll be a Friday where I don't get in anything. And do you know how that makes me feel? Perfectly fine. I could care less because I'm here to get into what I can figure out and what looks good. If something doesn't look good and I missed it, it doesn't matter to me. It doesn't mean anything. I'm looking at about 500 stocks pre-market here on the scans. Try and figure out what's looking good this morning. Let's take while Sarah was doing something. Let's take a look at Q, the market, the Qs. All right, since a report came out this morning, the market has been fading. I presume that's either, I don't know what that is. That could be a jobs report of some kind. Let's see. Finding out now. Thursday, Friday, retail sales and export prices, as well as import prices. Yeah, so imports and exports. The manufacturing index is down. That might be what's moving things. So manufacturing has dropped a little bit. Industrial production is down. Capacity utilization is the same. I think it's probably export prices. Export prices are up. And import prices are up as well. That's probably what's changing things. And retail sales are stronger than expected by just a small amount. So it looks roughly positive. So there's been just slight negative bent on it all. I don't think it's really going to cause the market to panic, sell off, although the market's already kind of selling off. So not just today, but I mean the last few days. So this could be the straw that broke the camel's back. So, we'll see. But like I said, if today should happen to become a buy-up day and we get all the way up to yesterday's close, that is a very strong signal. You'll get at least a half a day of follow-through out of that, at least. And sometimes it's a bottom. Sometimes it marks a bottom. That's only if that happens, though. But you should be prepared for that as well. So SPPL. Cero. See, there's a light demand. We're only halfway through the candle, and very strong supply. Not liking what I'm seeing on Cero at the moment. I liked what I saw earlier. Tesla has found bottom and is moving up. All right, we got 12 minutes until the market opens. Let me know if I'm missing anything. I do have to run a couple errands this morning, so I'll be heading out of the stream probably at the top of the hour, plus a few minutes. Aaron, STI. Oh, that's not the STI. Okay. Solidion Technology. That's way too deep of a pullback. You'd have to wait for a VCP on that one. Back to Cero. Let's just look at all those selling signatures going on because it is moving up higher in price. Yeah, demand is coming in and overtaking. It's looking pretty good on the 1 minute. Not so much on the 5 minute, but sometimes that's just how the data gets sliced. And things could be okay. It could be on 2, 3, or 4 minute might show more clearly that things are okay. Switch over to the 4. And yeah, you can see actually a very decent entry signal here on the 4 minute at 30 cents with a stop at 28. It's now like 31 cents. So that's about a 3 cents of risk. So I could get about 3,000 shares on that. So I'm going to get 2,000. I'm going to go ahead and get in here on a 4 minute chart basis. And then I'm going to go up my ladder and put all my exits now that I'm in for a 2-to-1. Up to 50% of my position. 50% of my position, 10 exits up to the 2-to-1. putting all those in now. I might get one hit while we're putting it in. And what happened here? Entering this order will cancel your open orders. Why? What happened? Oh, I only got 800? Oh, bastards. All right, cancel all those. That means I need to take 40 share exits. All right. And it also means my risk to stop is smaller, half. So I need to be taking at $10. $10. I already got my first exit, which shifts things a little bit. I'll just put them all up like this. The whole thing can be a rough process. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. There we go. Okay. So we're already taking profits. I did not get a full fill. That's interesting. Out of 2,000, I only got 850 or so. 70, I think it was. Now, I'm watching the 4-minute chart on Cero. That's giving me the right information. Whoa, what I need to look for. The chair, little thingy that holds the chair from going back and forth popped out. At least we don't have squeaky chair anymore. And that's because I put some WD-40 on that puppy. So it looks like we'll be taking 10 exits to the 50% 2-to-1 about every penny. Every penny it moves up, get out another piece. See now, SPPL continues to fade, but it is softening. And just happens to be softening right into the 21 moving average. You can see it up here, SPPL. We have 8 minutes until the market opens. So Cero is just about to break recent highs. TRUG, Trug. What a funny ticker name. Trug. Not enough info yet, but Trug so far doesn't look interesting. QTI, EFSH, Saita, Gree, Aaron. Look good, just Cero. And SPPL is finally sort of finding bottom now. But it's not really putting in very much of an enthusiastic candlestick. And it's almost completely over that candlestick. 5 minutes is almost up on it. So it's not like much more volume is going to come in. You can see that there. Too low of demand now. Interest too low. I want to get out at 28 on Cero, so we'll see if that ends up hitting. That's my stop right underneath this prior pullback there. That would constitute a downtrend if it were to break that, so that's not good. Well, not a downtrend, a broken uptrend. The uptrend would be broken at that point. Higher low, higher low. Higher high. And then suddenly lower low. So this is why you would exit there, because that'd be a breakdown in price. Save now. $1. $1 a share. Basically worthless. You want to own an airline? Pretty cheap now. 140 million to buy an entire airline. That's its current market cap. If it goes down to $1, it might be worth 90 million. Not too bad. Grant Cardone could just buy that with some annual revenue. Any company, any person, a successful business person could easily just buy that entire airline. But they probably lease all their planes. They probably don't really have any value other than their brand name. And their brand name just didn't survive. People just didn't like it. They got a lot of shit talk. Shrug. 28%. So Cerro did bounce. Probably, yeah, probably nuclear might get back on the table. Nuclear energy might get back on the table over the next 4 years. I haven't heard Trump administration talk about that at all, but actually once before, but I'm talking about after he was elected. But I think that's probably going to get back on the table. So what is it? Nano? What is it? Nano nuclear. NNE, nano nuclear energy, could potentially be something to be accumulating. I do believe I already have it, but I might not. Let me see. I might have gotten out somewhere. I should still be in it according to my chart, but I might have missed entry because I don't see it in my port. Oh, there it is. Okay. Yeah, actually, it ends up being pretty small position because it's pretty volatile. But I'm hoping to build up. I'm hoping to build that up over time. I'm going to try and keep my stops really wide on it so that I can give it a lot of room to build over time. All right, so if we can break out to a new high right now, then that puts in a higher low. So then we'd still be in an uptrend. Cerro. Look at the sell volume compared to the buy volume. And that's why you see the green line above the red line. The average amount of selling is lower than the average amount of buying. But over here on the 4-minute, we don't get a very pretty picture on the sell side. But now I could probably switch over to the 5-minute just to double check. And that's where I usually live anyway. So let's take a look at that. Candlestick in that perspective on the 5-minute. Still getting the volume information. No, it's pretty high. So Cerro has a lot too much selling pressure, really. to be reliable. I know I got to take a look at Meta. Let me see how Meta. Okay, what just happened there? Okay, Cerro, I got a whole bunch of exits on just now as it moved in my direction. The last exit on Cerro will be at 41 cents roughly, and we're almost there. So that's great. I've created some padding in order to build a position on. Now we'll just wait. Unfortunately, I only got in for roughly half of the size that I wanted. There we go. There we are. We're through all of my 50% to the 2 to 1. Okay, I'm going to immediately check the if anything that I'm holding needs to be sold. I know Qubit was under a little bit of pressure this morning in pre-market, and I was in that. Yeah, that doesn't look good. All right, I'm getting out of Qubit. Oh, whoa, hold on. All right, there's a bit of a fight there. Probably I will have to, but let me just watch it for a minute. I'll give it 5 minutes. I'll give it the 5-minute candlesticks. And nanonuclear energy almost down to my stop. I'm going to have to choose a wider stop, no cheatable stops as far as the size of my position over there. So what I can do, though, in order to achieve that is sell half my position. That'll double my stop range. So let's see. I had, I believe, 25 shares, recently on the 12th. And I've sold, I need to sell 12 of those. 50% up to the 2 to 1, and I've sold 3 out of 12, so I'm a quarter out already. So yeah, it won't be negligibly any different if I just sell half here at my stop on NNE. That'll raise my positioning. 25. It lets me sell 12. No, let's try selling 10. Unless I must have a stop. Maybe I have a stop set on that. Yeah, I must have a stop set on that. That's why I'm able to exit. As a matter of fact, so that'll automatically take me half out if I do have a stop. I think Cerro is about to halt. Looking pretty good. What are my exits on that? 40? Okay, so I'm going to take another exit here while it's really, really strong. But I think I might be halting over there on Cerro. I took one more exit on that strong move. So after you get your 2 to 1, after that point, you're discretionarily, can sell some little pieces. Okay, I got to lower my stop now on nanonuclear to the 1650 level. And I got to go double check that's where I'd be down $100. Actually, minus $50 would be ideal. SPPL is totally failing out. See, told you. And Cerro is having its challengingness too, except from the open, it seems pretty hot. Okay, NNE. So I'd be down $100. Okay, what are we talking about? 1650. I'd be down $71 if it gets down there. That's perfectly fine. So NNE, I'm going to allow a much wider range, you see, because of the prospect of the next few years. I want to try to give it some, not such a cheated stop range. All right, Qubit, I think we're supposed to sell now. Let me see. Qubit, yeah, Qubit's done. I think I even heard it say NNE. Closing that. Cerro's doing good. Netflix, I guess, is pulling back for the first time in a week. Well, it had a little bit of a day right there. But we are really high and zooming on Netflix, that's for sure. I'm going to attempt to take some of my lower position off on Netflix. Putting in an order to try to get filled all day. Just let it sit there, maybe get filled. Tesla's in a similar situation. I mean, I'm way up on that one as well. I'm going to try and take some profit on this lower position. It's a put credit spread. I still have 2 left. All right, well done, Joe. Sold BE, had 300 shares, went from 13 to 22. All right, Cerro continues. Just not maintaining some of my positions, cutting where I need to. Gonna go check the prop account. Prop account's hanging in there. Got into solid names. I'm in Berkshire Hathaway, Booking, and EA Games. It's the Booking that's not doing too well, but EA Games continues to do well. I think Berkshire is probably going to break out soon. Aaron, Cerro, Benth. Look at this Gree. I mean, just total drop off. We'll get rid of that. Oh, Berkshire is breaking out now. Okay. That's what I thought it might do. That's why that looked like a good entry. Yeah, very nice. Okay. Tippity topped breakout on Berkshire Hathaway. B shares, obviously. I mean, if you know anything about Berkshire. Okay. So see, it's, getting up above this least line of resistance, which I find to be 469. It's an early excellent entry with stop below, say, 464. So I'm going to alert that. All right, continuing to watch Cerro. We're getting some pullback. I want to see it put in, it'd be great if it made a half an hour to an hour long base here. That'd be fantastic. Then I can add on to that on rebreak. Look, Palantir is actually moving up. Oof, this could be an add-on entry here on Palantir. My God. Let's get it before it's too late. That if it can break 63.42, which it almost is at, then we want to move our stop up to 58.50. I will probably round that off to 58. So I'm going to do that on another active trader screen. Palantir. My current cost average is 48. Back down here. So this will be the first add-on on Palantir. I'm surprised that we're actually, getting that signal so soon. But Palantir is one of the hottest stocks on the market. It's the number 5 highest RS stock over the last 6 months on the market of stocks that are more popular and heavily traded and well valued and good fundamentals. So I'm not going to say big caps because some of those will be mid caps, but I don't think any of them are small caps. Maybe. Like Oklo's on there, Lemonade, Upstart, Geo, Lunar, Lumen. Lumen's number 1. IonQ app. All right, so if Palantir can get up above 63.40, then that becomes a an add-on entry for me. I actually have time to do the math while we're sitting here. So, and we'll be watching Cero also out of the corner of our eye. So anyway, if we do that, we already have 45 shares at 48.373. Just to double check, yeah. And then we'd be adding on, you can see that math over here while I do the calculations. And then we'd be adding on some shares at 63.40, which I'll probably get a fill of. I could probably get 63.40. And so I'm going to say, I don't know, 45 more shares at 63.40. It's almost happening, guys. Already divided that by 80 shares, and that would raise our stop to 63-ish. And we're trying to raise our stop to, was it 58? So that's too many shares. Oh boy, it's coming right now. So maybe I'll go in 10 share increments and just do it on the fly when it happens. But I got to double check what was that level. We want to get the stop to. Oh, I don't have a level. I have to. It's 58. I didn't make an alert on that. 58. So I mean, it's supposed to be 58. So it wouldn't be 45 shares. Good. We got a split second to do some more math here. We're trying to get 58 to be our stop level. So 75. 62. No. So it's too many. What's wrong with something? Might be wrong with the math here. No, I don't think so. But let's try 20 shares add on, which would be 65. 53. All right, 30 shares of add on. 75 shares, 30 and 45. Okay, I must have been doing something wrong with the math because now we're getting back to doubling up. I must have did something. Oh, I did. Divided by 90. I had the math wrong. 45 and 45 is 90. 55 shares. So actually, it's more than 45 shares. Could be 60. Could be 105 total. And it's just about to happen. 60 shares. And that's 57. So I need to get ready to add on here. We're looking at 63.40. It hit it. It hit it, but it didn't break it. It needs to break it. At 63.40, I'll be trying to add on something like 65 shares, trying to increase my average to 58. You can try and you can watch me do that if I can pull it up in time. Here it is. Maybe I have time to do the math, but I don't think so. But here we're going to get ready. So here's my average price, 48.373. I'm trying to change that to 58 by buying more. Okay, I might have a split second to do math. All right, let's see if we can. If we added 70 shares, would that be the right amount? So that'd be 115. 57.50. Wow, I can get more than 70 shares. Let's try 80. 125 shares total. That's exactly what we're looking for. That would bring it to 57.99028. So we're going to get 80 shares at 63.40. 80 shares at 63.40. 80, and we're going to make it at 63.41 actually. So we confirmed the breakout, and that would be 57.99668. So 80 shares at 63.41. So what we'll do is we'll buy stop limit at 63.80. What was it? 63.41. We'll put a buy stop limit order in. I saw it change. Okay, there we go. Buy 80 limit, but that's not a stop limit. Okay, well, we'll just have to put in a buy stop. Okay, so if price breaks 63.40, it's going to get a randomized market entry because I can't figure out how to get a stop limit order set up. It looks like Berkshire Hathaway has broken out. That alert following through. Booking going the other way. I'll probably just close that out now. It's just not, I'm not happy with it. Closing that out now. All right. EA, I think maybe he's pulled back a little bit. Yeah. But Berkshire is moving. I might need to find some things to add on into my prop account in order to keep it going. But in the meantime, Cero is holding and finding some support. It's not quite ready to run, I don't think. SPPL finally created an entry, but I really have not loved the movement on SPPL. But, that's a nice low cheat risk entry right there. Certainly the only thing you would be going for there is a base hit. If you want to learn how to do the base hit trade strategy, you would send me a private message so we can set up some private lessons. Nice. I remember Joe made 3,000 on that trade. Very nice. Oh, you had 700 shares. All right, Palantir is about to break out. And that will be, I'll be able to double up on that swing trade wise. Triple up. What I'm buying 80 and I have 45. I'm buying 80 and I have 45. That's pretty outstanding. Now, the next thing I wanted to do is I wanted to look up, how do you get that stop limit order in? Stop limit buy order, think or swim. On the active trader. Adjust the quantity. Yeah, it did. Hover the mouse. Yes, I did. You'll see a bubble, such as buy. Click the desired price. Now, that's not quite it. I need it to be a buy stop limit order. It's buy sell market. Yes. Buy limit. Yes, but what about a stop order will not guarantee an execution at or near the price. I understand that. A stop limit order, you risk missing the market altogether. Oh, so you can create a stop limit order. So I could get exactly what I'm looking for with a stop limit order. Let's give it a try. So you hold down shift, I think it was. No, control, option. Is it command? I saw it change earlier. Shift, I think it must be. Oh, it's a combination perhaps. Shift, control, option, shift. I saw it create the stop limit order a minute ago. Oh wait, 80 limit. No, there is no stop limit. You can't place a stop limit. All right, well, it's about to happen, so I'm going to put that stop market order back in. I've been using the Thinkorswim for 25 years. I was pretty sure you could do it. I forget the key combination. It says you can create a stop limit order, but how? Strange. I'm about to get filled. I would love to do this right, but I don't think I'm going to make it in time. Using order bubbles? Well, yeah, I understand that. Okay, dragging a bubble along the ladder. Yeah, I understand that. So what were they talking about? Hover the mouse over the bid size or ask size column. Oh, the size. Yeah, I know that. That's this right here. That's how I do it. It's about to hit. Never mind. Here it goes. 63.37. There it is. All right. So I got 57.99028. And what did I predict? Oh, the whole thing is off there now. But I think that was roughly it. So that's perfect. So now I need to go over to my day trade screen. swing trade screen, and mark that up. So I added there. Where did it go? 80 shares. And I originally bought, I have to look that up. Let's see here. $100 on the 5th. And over time, I sold 55, all at different levels, mostly orders, 2 shares here, 3 shares there, 5 shares there. I got out 55 effectively all the way up my 2-to-1, which is this area here, and then took out even a little bit more. So I had 45. So I'll just put an indication over here that I sold 55. What would be nice is if I could just put a bunch of 5s. Because that closely approximates what actually went down. So this is just the kind of maintenance that you need to do. 45 divided by 5 is what? 7? 9? 9, I think. So I need 9 of these. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Eight, 9. So this approximates the idea that I sold 45 shares all the way up. The exactness of that, is in my account. Okay, over on Cero, we might be close to a day trade add-on on Cero. Let's keep an eye on that. If it breaks out to a new high, we could raise our theoretical stop to 33. But on Cero, I think our cost average might be higher than that. Let me see. 33 cost average, 31. Okay, so we could buy some shares at that point in order to raise our average. I can do that math again here. 474 shares currently times 0.3115 plus a certain number of shares that we're going to get at the breakout. See, I'd like to get this to be a stop limit order at 4471 divided by the total number of shares at that point. So let's assume we could get 226 shares. That would take us to 700. That would raise our stop to 35.5. That's too high. I want it to be 33. But is that correct? 700, 600, 700. Yeah. So let's take that down 100 shares on the add-on. 33.9. So maybe we can only get 26 shares. That would put us at 500. 31.85. So no, we can get more than that. So perhaps 76, which would get us 550 shares. 3.3. That's pretty much nails it. So I'm just going to go with an even. I'll go with 66. The reason why I'm putting a 6 at the end is to get the rounded number from the 474 that I have. So I think that's 540. Close enough, 0.328. That'd be fine. Allows for some slippage too. So I'll be adding 66 at 4471. So I type in 66 and I go to 4471. Or 471, not 4741, 4471. And I put a buy stop. Can I get a buy stop limit order? And if I create a limit order here, why doesn't it change? Okay. Yeah, still haven't been able to figure out what is that key command. Could swear there is one. I'm going to open up my setup hotkeys and see if I can find. What's this? Active Trader. Nope. Hotkeys. In general, Active Trader. Auto send, buy market, buy bid, sell market, bid, ask, reverse position, flat now. No, that's not really it. It's a hotkey to get a stop limit order. Entering stop limit orders. Yeah, stop or limit orders. I'm talking about a stop limit order. Trigger is using the order bubbles. Hover the mouse. Click at the desired spot. With a stop limit order, you risk missing. Yes, but how do you place a stop limit order? No, it really doesn't say. Stop limit active trader think or swim. The Reddit article about it. I'm using the active trader for day trading. Is there a way to have a default setting for stop limit with the buy order? Setup, applications, order defaults. It is not possible to use a stop limit with active trader. I talked to TOS support. Nope. I would love to know this as well, but I don't think it's an option. Take a look at this. It's how I trade. It's not market. I never do market, but you might find that you can make and save a bracket order. Buy and sell whatever increase you want. Set your quantity, then instead of tell TOS to not reset to single orders. Second row is your stop. Oh man, yeah, it's super complicated. I know what they're talking about. I'm not going to do that. That's just. I did get out of Qubit, I think, right? Yeah, and Trug is not really going to be doing what we want. Supple's going along. How's the market doing? The market's selling off. Wow, very interesting. But I mean, I hoped it was getting bought up, but it's not. And somehow I'm doing well on the day, so I guess I just pick good stocks. I guess I'm a good stock picker. CELU halted. CELU will resume at 10 hours 1 minute and 46 seconds. WCU will resume in less than a minute. RCAT. LUNR. I was just about to look something up. What was that? Yeah, I was just going to check my prop account. Okay, looking okay there. Berkshire is already starting to profit. Very nice. I'm going to take a partial of 3% exit. Boom. Lock in some of that profit. All right. Keep going. One stop. I need to add to my one stop for sure to get it working for me more. Need to get up. We need the market to move. This morning we have CLS moving kind of strong. Let's see if that's an entry. Oh, by the way, we didn't finish marking up Palantir. So the my break even, I bought more. I added. So my break even is raised. What is it raised to? We raised it to 58. Remember? So I got to mark that up. I got to move it. I got to set my new break even upon buying today to 58. I think it was 57 something. Oh, let me see. Oh, actually, it'll show me right here. Why does it say 48? Oh, I got to move my new shares over into the old shares. I bought at 63.40. Exactly. I did get that exactly. Now, merging them together, my new average is 57.9903. I think that is exactly what we calculated. So there we go. And then my stop, I want that to be the same. That was the whole point. So that's a zero risk trade. If I get stopped out, it'll be at my break even. And that's how we do it. Free rolling. And so now I have a no risk, zero risk, free rolled position, rolling my profits into purchasing more shares. And it's even more than that on Palantir. Now on my prop account, I'm going to get some Palantir if they have it. Let's see if they have Palantir. You don't have Palantir. Oh, that sucks. Oh, that's too bad. They have like 100 plus symbols in the stocks, but they don't have Palantir. But they have Colgate. You know, they don't have Palantir, but they have Colgate. All right. Make it make sense. All right, RCAT. I did see that come up across some scans this morning. RCAT, let's take a quick look at that and see we're not missing something here. I see. Okay, Red Cat. Red Cat has been moving along quite well recently. This is an entry. Just where to put the stop. If we put it at 380, that's probably more responsible. That'd be $1.20 risk. All right, that gets me 83 shares. So I'll get 83 shares of RCAT. Because the idea is to build a position. It's not really about that I'm only getting a small position. I said I can build from there. I can use profits in the next few weeks if it occurs to build a larger position. Okay, so let's mark that up. RCAT. Entry here. At what was RCAT at? Let's see. 92. All right. And then I set my stop below this area down here at 380. Super conservative, but I want to be able to hold it. You know, it could come back down and fill the gap and then take off again. This stop needs to be down there. So it is a bit of a large width for our risk unit, but that could change over time. Looks like Cerro is going to crap out. Let's see. All right, flattening on Cerro. Locking in 0.35R. And Cerro, rest in peace. It may create an entry in the midday, potentially. So back to RCAT. What I need to do is set up the 50% exits, 10 partials of 50% to the 2 to the 1. That up. So I have 83 shares, so half is 41. So I need to take 4 out 10 times. And I put those in, and it's good to cancel extended hours as well. Every $20 up my ladder in P&L. In my case, it just depends on what your risk unit is. Represents roughly my 2 to 1. Okay, so now we just let it sit and bake. So I got 40 of those. I need to set the other half, 43, to a stop. Good to cancel at my stop, which is around minus $100, which was 380. There it is, 379. It'll be like $93. So that RCAT is set and forget now. Cerro picking up at the breakdown. So if it were to get back above that candle quickly, could potentially get back in. Let's see. And then I put that position in my portfolio into my folder called Pilot Positions. That's where everything starts. That's like a monitored small universe, galaxy, solar system, no, galaxy of stocks which eventually get pyramided into a solar system of snowballed free-rolled positions.
NXE. CNVS. STFS.
Okay, I'm going to move back into the group now, Discord. Make sure you come on in and say hello. Looking forward to it. It's been good trading with you this Friday morning. I'm going to be trading all day, but I also have some errands to run. So thank you very much for tuning in. Have a great weekend, everybody, and I'll see you back in the group, though, right now if you like. And we can keep talking about stocks.
CNVS.
All right, have a good one.